Okay, so here we are, the first game of the Season 1 finale up against West Ham United in the FA Cup semi-finals here. We obviously won the Carabao Cup. We're on track to somehow possibly win a Premier League title in our first season. We're going to do a domestic treble in our first season here as Newcastle manager. Let's get into this one. But if you're going to enjoy the episode, don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel and turn notifications so you don't miss any videos. And let's get into this and hopefully book ourselves a place in the FA Cup final this episode. Elise might get loaned out possibly, but Joelinton could have played for ease up. We're going to shoot from on range there with Joelinton, where it wasn't going to go in. I thought we could beat Fabianski from range there with Joelinton, but fortunately he was ready for that. Elise beat into that last Skamaka, no surprises. Okay, Almiron for the centre, looking for Elise, looking to grab a goal. He has done. Another quick start for us in this career mode. We start quickly in games. We get a goal within the first 2 minutes always, it seems like, especially in the past couple of episodes. And Elise is coming to the team to replace trble due to him being tired. Has got a goal. Obviously, we could have played through Alexander Isak, but obviously Elise was the perfect option here. Almiron throws it through. And Elise finds the finish. Past Fabianski. Maybe Fabianski could do better. It wasn't a perfect finish from Elise. He possibly could save this, but take nothing away from Elise under pressure as well. And puts us in the lead here, sorry. And at the moment we're currently in the final, and let's hope we can build on this lead. Hard game, marking him. Lucas Paqueta, a Brazilian. He's making an impact off the bench, but we deny him there. That's under Isak. I can turn into a creator here. Oh, come on, man, you've got to be able to find that pass. No, he is waiting for it, but still, you can play that for a Joelinton. Good midfield play there. No. Bruno Guimaraes to hit one. Bruno Guimaraes. Nah, that's unbelievable. The dip on that shot is insane. I hope we get to see a better angle of this. Look at that. Up and over Fabianski, dips into the top corner. Yeah, we're going to see it from this angle here. Look at that dip. It's an incredible strike from Bruno Guimaraes, and that could be the goal that sends us through to the FA Cup final. Can he drift away? It's a lovely bit of work there. Forward to Quinton Timber, this is great play. Quinton Timber. Okay, to Jeremy Doku. Oh, this is lovely football. Jeremy Doku wanted to cross it first time, but in the end, oh, that's a great goal. That's one of the nicest goals I've scored in this career mode. Just a passing play. The link up between the players. And Isak grabs himself a goal. I believe he's actually the Premier League top scorer in this career mode at the moment. We're going to have to check that out at the end of the episode, obviously. And we're looking to the stats when the season is done. But that play was just perfect. Every pass found its target. And then Isak left completely there. And it's a great header as well. He's not got much room to put that into. But he manages to find the gap. And makes it 3-0 here. And we're going to waltz into an FA Cup final, because West Ham have just not been in this game. I think the only goal we got is just taking them out of the game. Deflated their confidence. Pope, good goalkeeping. For a second I thought they were going to grab themselves an undeserved goal, but unfortunately they didn't, and that pass is awful. Not sure what's happened there. Honestly, the best football West Ham have played has just happened in the final 5 minutes of this game. And we go through to the FA Cup final with a 3-0 victory, convincing win, some great goals scored as well. And let's get into the rest of the Premier League, see if we can actually somehow win the Premier League title in our first season, and then get into the FA Cup final later in the episode, and hopefully lift that as well. Okay, up against Wolves, so we're down in 13th place in the league. We're going to sim this one with the second team, so I believe our second team should have enough to win this anyway. And let's submit here, hopefully pick up a win. We get a 2-1 win, Fabian Shear and Elise scoring, but Wilson picked up an injury. Luckily we have Cavani and Enrique, but Callum Wilson getting injured is not great. Okay, we're up against 19th place Leeds here. If we win this game and Man United don't win the other two games they've had as well, we are guaranteed Premier League champions here in Season 1, I believe, if I do the maths correctly. And they've signed Gertrudia and Elvedi, some great signings there, but they're going down in the first season, which is not what I expected from Leeds United. But we're going to sim this here at Ellen Road, and we'll pick up a 3-1 loss. Okay, so as you can see, that loss to Leeds United actually gave United a chance. There's 9 points left, and they can obviously get to 88 points if they win all 3 games, including this one against us here. But if we win this game, we are guaranteed champions, because United obviously can only pick up 6 points, and then they can't get back towards us, I believe. If they only get 6 points, they can get 85 points, And yeah, if we win this game, we're going to be up to, what, 88 points? Yeah, we're going to be champions if we win this game. We've got the FA Cup final straight after this, actually, a day later. So, I need to make sure this team is fully rotatable. We can bring on Elise. So we're going to take Medina with us for this one. And yeah, that's going to be the bench for this one, I believe. Matt Target maybe for Max Aarons, more pace. We're going to bring Max Aarons on the bench. And let's get into this one at Old Trafford. And if we win this game, we're guaranteed Premier League champions of season 1, which is not what I expected. I expected top 4, but last time we faced United at the start of the season, they annihilated us. And again, they didn't decide to win as comfortably as they did, but they still won it anyway. But let's get into this one up against United and see if we can and win the Champions League. That's hopefully next season. Win the Premier League title here. And they've got Kevin Trapp. They're starting Harry Maguire in centre back, so that's an interesting decision. They've got 2 Martinez's in defence. Let's get into this and see what happens. Good defending there from Gamara against Spitzer. Also did the United Chromid on the channel quite recently as well. If you want to go check that out on the channel, you can do. Going to try find Almiron here. He's been given a lot of room. Almiron, that's a great touch. Almiron, can you beat Kevin Trapp here? May got Almiron to make it 1-0. He has done. And that could be the goal. That's what I was about to say. But yeah, we could have secured the title with that goal here. United being caught on the break from their corner. Poor defending from United, leaving Almiron completely wide open. A great first touch from Almiron. And their defence does not have the pace to catch up to him. You can see it right here. No one has the pace to get up to him. Kevin Trapp can't make the save. He probably should do, to be fair. The shot is not the greatest from Almiron. It's savable. Richard couldn't catch up. Harry Maguire definitely didn't catch it up. Kevin Trapp could have saved that. And we're 1-0 up here in our biggest game of the season. Okay, there you go. Ten Hag versus me. Who was a better manager? I put myself to the... Okay, Kevin Trapp. This United defence cannot hold up. This is ultimate. Competitive mode turned on. Sliders turned on to make the game harder as well as player-based difficulty turned on. And we're 2-0 up here inside 10 minutes at Old Trafford against United. And you can see the defence, Harry Maguire, is too far back, playing Isak on side. And we're 2-0 up here already. And this could be the Premier League title wrapped up inside 10 minutes. And Harry Maguire ain't got the pace to catch up to even Isak or any of our midfielders, to be fair. All of our midfield and attack beating for pace. A couple of our defenders do as well. Only defender that might struggle is Kieran Trippier. And even then, I'd back him. Great defending here. Great defending and great save by Pope. You kind of saw this means more to us than it does them. That's what the season's been. Ever since that loss at the start of the season against United, I think that was a wake-up call for all these players. We realised that we could beat big teams like United, but we just let ourselves down. And Pope with another great save there. He's been incredible in goal for us this season. He's made a couple of mistakes here and there, but that's just the game being the game. But Pope, when he's called upon, usually makes the save we need, as we've seen in this game. But Almiron, great win there. Almiron now skipping past the defender. I believe it's Yuri Bachiche. Yuri trying to catch up here. Martinez is backing him up, but Almiron cuts back and finesses one low. And Kevin Trapp saw it late, but makes a great save there to keep United in this one. 2 advantages in a row for United. Rightfully given, obviously, but it's not what you want to see. Oh no, Arturo pulling out the roulette out of nowhere, but it kind of let him down. He obviously couldn't see what the goal was. He had to just take a shot and get Pope enough time to get out. And I sit man, Maguire. That's what Maguire has to do, is to put in early challenges up against these faster players. Or pretty much the whole squad he has to put in early challenges against. Good defending Everton Botman. Kieran Tierney, lovely switch. We're just taking this game away from United. Similar to what we just did to West Ham. And Joe Willock, lovely. Better footwork there from Joe Willock to make it 3. Kevin Trapp makes another great save. He's trying to keep his team in this one. He's saying what he likes doing in defence. He's having the Hay situation where he's doing all he can to keep his team in this, but his defence is letting him down. Oh, Bruno. Again, why is he putting out the scummies? He doesn't need to pull out the scummies there. If he doesn't pull out the scummies, he's thrown goal and probably scores. That's a great challenge from Tierney as well. I'm going to show as much as I can defensively in this game. It's a big game. I need to show you those highlights, because obviously it shows you how good of a defender Kieran Tierney's been for us. And Bruno Gamara is there. He's not giving United an inch here. So if you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile, as the saying goes. Okay, I'm not sure, but it hasn't selected me to play it. outside the box, but it's a bit cert. Bruno Fernandes, Tierney. I feel like he should have had that, but Botman, oh no. Pope, what a massive save there. Gomez takes it out for another corner, that's all we could do there. I tried to clear it in time, but unfortunately ran off the pitch. 2-0 here. It's for half time. Pope come out, collect. There we go, drop to the floor. Oh no, Anthony. He's done well there. Forward through to Lautaro. Again, I'm not sure why certain players just bring out scummies for no reason. Like Lautaro there, the 3 times Lautaro's done scummies in this game is not needed to do one whatsoever. Oh no, Anthony's done well to read that. But Kerr and Tierney. Rashford now coming off for Jadon Sancho. To be fair, I'd take off Anthony if I was Everton hard. Sancho shoots and Botman blocks. Sancho's got, similar to what I said in Man United crumb, Sancho has end product, Anthony doesn't. Sancho and Rashford should be the wingers. Willock, that should be a foul on Willock there against Eriksen, but okay, I've got the ball again here somehow. Osimhen, I wouldn't mind if United deserved to get back into the game or scored a nice goal, but that goal, just, you know what I mean? It's one of those where like you're telling your players to do something, they just don't do it, and it just forced to Osimhen there. Well, not forced, it forced to Sancho. He finds Osimhen. It's a great finish, but 5 minutes into this game. Clinton now. Out to Almiron. Almiron now. Great bit of hold up play. Almiron. Joelinton tried to poke it in the near post, kind of catch Kevin drop off guard there with a first time effort, and it almost worked. Osimhen. Oh no. Bruno Fernandes. Tierney, great defending. Good block here by Botman. That could have just made us Premier League champions. That's it, nice man. Utilising his pace there. What he's got left of it anyway. And that's it, massive man. Again, cross inside. Massive man. Looking for Almiron. Touch. And a power strike, why not? Blocked by Euroboot. The future, but I'm just trying to waste time here. Trippier. Okay, Isak should be going for that. Joelinton win that. Inigo Mahrez. That would have been a nice touch at the end of it, but we're Premier League champions. Also, we're not going to celebrate the title here, I don't believe. We've got 2 games left, and it should be the final home game of the season. But if we do celebrate it here, I will show you. But if not, it's going to cut away here. But what a performance that was. Man United didn't turn up to that game. The tactical decision by Eric to start Maguire. Like, they got Osimhen off the bench. Like, what did they do? It's going to be the next 7 games, so let's get into that one. Okay, well, before we get to lift the Premier League trophy, we've got a chance here to win the FA Cup trophy at Wembley up against Manchester City. Obviously, have a great team who we've, I believe we lost against them earlier in the season, but we'd have beat them as well. And as you can see, we're going to start Quinton Timber in midfield for this one, and Eden Hazard out on the wing due to tiredness in the team, obviously, of Joelinton and Alan St-Maximin, but the rest of the team stays the same because we need the quality to be in this one. And candidates to starting Rico up front actually from the start. Now we're going to go with Isak, who's been in form. Our next game, it's awkward because our next game is, we're just going to get into this one with this team, and if we need to play a next Premier League game, which is Bournemouth at home, we're just going to start this team, and obviously just maybe had the highlights of it because our team would be tired. Let's get into this one and try and secure the domestic treble in the first season, which is absolutely insane to say, but our team's played incredible. I've obviously played some incredible football along the team, along the sides as well, along the way as well to get to this point. Let's get into the final and hopefully lift the FA Cup trophy. It's not the greatest Man City team. Obviously, Campos starting the wing isn't really City quality. He's a decent player, but oh no, Erling Haaland. Joe Gomez, what a block! Didn't like Bernardo Silva's strike. Now Willock. Alexander Isak now being chased down by a former Dortmund player and a former Dortmund striker, Alexander Isak, and former Sociedad striker. I believe he played for Dortmund at one point. Puts the ball in the back of the net again. Early start. What is it with our team? And the fact we can score a goal early on. And maybe this is going to do the same effect that it does to West Ham, it did to United. It did to Spurs, I believe, as well. Where it just kills the game early on. It takes the belief out of them, but Pep Guardiola's Man City team are not going to be that easy to beat, I imagine anyway. I hope they're not going to be easy to beat. But 1-0 up here, early on. Let's hope we've got a game on our hands here. And we'll come out the victors at the end of it. Almiron. Hazard. Oh, that pass. I need to stop doing it for a while because I think the game's picking up on it. Not sure if that's actually in this FIFA where AI will learn what you do. But Eden Hazard, why not? Eden Hazard. Nah. Sometimes the universe likes you. Sometimes, you know, sometimes that happens. And clearly this is... I'm recording this on my birthday, by the way. Just so you know, May 15th I turned 21. So maybe I've got just a look of it being my birthday in this episode working for me. But Eden Hazard, when number 21 on his back, it's meant to be. And it's always been meant to be, clearly. We need him to be in the title celebrations. He deserves to be in the title celebrations. Tierney, what a challenge, man. What a fullback he is. He's a brilliant left wing back. It's Campos now. Tierney, what a challenge again. Most fullbacks would give away a penalty there, but not Kieran Tierney.
Playing it in. Thump's clear.
Alphonso Davis wins the header. Kanji. Botman, what a challenge. We just want this more. Similar to what has been fought against Spurs in the Carabao Cup final. We wanted it more, and we got what we needed. Botman, again, great challenge. If you give a penalty for that game, I would have been annoyed. Oh no. It's Campos. Oh no. Foden puts it back into this. I thought if I bring out Pope a little bit, it would force him to take the shot, but instead he waited. I was kind of hoping I'll play the pass to Haaland as well, so I think I had that covered as well. But I get Foden, which is not a play that I expected to get. As you can see, the press of Man City worked against us there. And Foden makes that run there, and Ralph's in the back of the net and the back in this game. What do you say? Good touch. Oh, how's Ruben Diaz got the ball off you? Gomez, good block, but how's he got the ball still? Foden. Should be a good cover in here. Hotman's got to press and make the challenge. He doesn't make the challenge. Haaland. Okay, someone was offside. It's Campos. Again, see, lad, you're not good enough. Not sure why Pep's brought you in. Clearly couldn't get Messi and thought, you know what, let's just bring an Argentinian winger in. It's clearly going to work. Oh, Almiron, love that. Almiron now. Great cross. Can we win a header? We're unstoppable. Honestly, sometimes it ain't about the rating of the players, it's just the way the team plays. And every team I build in career mode is a team that complements my play style. As you'll know, I like to play passing football. I like to play tiki-taka, play great passing. And again, Ken, obviously now we're going to bring out a couple of skill moves. And whipping a great cross at line. Bruno Guimaraes makes a late run into the box. It's a perfect header. Nothing Edison can do about that. It's poor defending from Diaz. And whoever else was there. But Bruno Guimaraes wins a header. And makes it 3-1 just before half time here. Through the centre. Similar to this. By Alexander Isak, but unfortunately Kanji utilises here. Bernardo Silva now. Good challenge there in midfield. It shouldn't have been a foul, to be fair. Kieran Tierney, I think it's Julian Alvarez as well. Oh no, I did not see De Bruyne there. Saw De Bruyne late. Foden. I didn't see De Bruyne. He just appeared last second. See right there, he's appeared. To be fair, Pope should be saving that. And hopefully we're not going to throw this away because City have got 30 minutes left to get one goal. The players they've got, they can easily do that. Obviously playing against each other in obviously Liverpool and Man City games, but Erling Haaland. And they're back into this Foden hat-trick. We're capitulating, we're going to make changes. We need to take off the tired players. I can see Haaland utilises his strength. Joe Gomez is washing in. Botman has to do better there. He can't just be holding the line. He needs to actually be doing something. And he turns away from the strike. Could have blocked that, and unfortunately he didn't. He just walked. Kept walking for whatever reason. Botman, good challenge on Alvarez. Eden Hazard now. Not really had much to do in this game. Eden Hazard, can it be the hero for us? What a save by Edison. Grealish is now on for City. Haaland, good defending there by Botman. Botman does well against Haaland, to be fair. Doku now, lovely run. By Enrique. Enrique under pressure, the young Argentinian. The man from Orlando City might have just won us the FA Cup trophy. His fellow Argentinian, Julian Alvarez, has a look on with his head held down. As you just see the other Argentinian talent, an overlooked talent playing in the MLS. Find a finish. And what a replay. Love that. This is a great replay of the goal. You know what, we're not going to get screwed over by the replay. We're going to see it. We're going to see the moment. And obviously we get the ball. Here off Haaland with Botman. Great challenge there. It forced to Gomares. Gomares now. Gets into Elise. First time pass. Into Timber. Out here to Jeremy Doku. And you can see we just wait. Just wait for Enrique to make that run. Let him beat the defender. We'll play it through over the top. Obviously Ruben Diaz is always going to try win the header there. Unfortunately for us, it just drops. A brilliant touch off the chest by Enrique. Sets it for the strike. And just rifles it. Well, not really rifles it, just gets the perfect connection. Kind of scuffs it a little bit. But unfortunately for us, it beats Edison and finds the back of the net. Lovely there from Doku. Oh, the strike. We need to work on this finishing. I think I'm just trying to waste a little bit of time now, you know what I mean? Let's take my time with situations. Doku though. Lovely work from Jeremy Doku. The Belgian. Edison, a good save. Again, City can't get it out. You have to beat it on the pitch if they want another chance. Alvarez, you can't stop. Thank you. Bennett has it now. Oh, Walker denies us, and we'll win the FA Cup. And we've done the domestic treble in the first season. We did it in dramatic fashion, though. Enrique, the young Argentinian talent, a couple of you might have seen me brought in, would have been like, who is this guy? And well, there you go. That's who he is.
Well, just look at those scenes down there, Derek. What a contrast.
73 rated at this point in the career mode. 21 years old, the young Argentinian scores the winner in the FA Cup final against Man City. Beats Ruben Diaz, beats Edison. Not easy. And as you can see, we're going to lift the FA Cup. Our next game is at home against Bournemouth. And I'm not sure if we're going to have to play that one to get the title celebrations there. I think if we sim it, we might be okay. But I think the final game is away from home, so we might have to play the one against Bournemouth to get the Premier League celebrations. But get the FA Cup celebrations there. Kieran Trippier, this is his second trophy this season. A player that might not be in the first team next season with Trent Alexander-Arnold being a player we're linked with. But Kieran Trippier has done more than enough to deserve lifting trophies this season. Scored some brilliant free kicks, played brilliant games at right back. Has just been a great player to link between the defence, the midfield and the attack. And it's going to be sad to see him not being in the first team, but obviously he turns 33 next season and will drop down in his overall. But what a season he's had though. And he gets to this one more trophy as well after this, which is a Premier League trophy. And I did not expect to see, I expected to see possibly Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. I wanted to win these two trophies, but the Premier League trophy is not what I expected. I expected to finish third in the Premier League, but the City to win the league, maybe United or Liverpool second, and us in third, not too far away from Liverpool, but like eight points behind City or something like that. But what a performance to put in this season, and let's get into the final two Premier League games and lift the Premier League trophy. Okay, well here we are, the final Premier League game, the final home game of the season up against Bournemouth out at St James's Park. Obviously we're going to get the Premier League title celebrations in this one. Next we're going to change the team slightly. Alan St-Maximin remains in a left wing position obviously, but Enrique and Elise, because Joe Willock's unfortunately picked up a 7-day injury. We'll be back for our final Premier League game against Liverpool, but obviously that game doesn't matter if we're Premier League champions. And Enrique starts up front due to, well, you just saw why. In the FA Cup final we scored that great goal to win us a game. And up against Bournemouth here, they are 19th in the league, so we should beat them. Let's get into this one. I'm just going to show the goals that go in, because obviously our Premier League champions, we just want to see the title celebrations right now. So let's get into this one and hopefully score a few goals against Bournemouth, but not too many, so he has to wait too long to see the celebrations. So get into it. I remember he used to be a talent in FIFA, you know? Joe Gomez. You know what? You know what, why not? Joe Gomez. Getting himself a great Premier League goal here. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Nobody deserves a goal. That deserves to be a goal. Can we get a goal at the end of this? Oh, Joe Linton, love that from you. Enrique plays one side. Touch. Can he finish it? This guy is a special talent, I'm telling you. Use him in your chromos. It's only 73 rated, but you can see what he's doing. He scored a setting goal twice pretty much, chest touch, and then a great finish at the end of it. The Argentinian does it again. It's a great bit of movement there. Joelinton, great touch, great run, and then chest touch, finish. Enrique, Romero Enrique, 2 goals in 4 matches. He's only played 4 games for us. But he's been a great player, as you can see. Honestly,
confirmation as we look at the table of newly crowned champions.
Wow, okay. Pass assistance from really screwing me over. I keep forgetting. I'm on now.
Yes, it will, but
I'm looking for Gamara's. Lovely bit of play. We're just playing perfect football right now. Just second header left from Almiron. Most players would have hit it with Almiron, but I thought, you know what, we're going to head it back to Gamara's because it's the most obviously suitable option to do. You see, so obviously Almiron isn't going to score here. We're going to head it back to him, touch, and a finish. And we're 2-0 up here. Okay, whoever this guy is, this Vineyard guy is making Trippier look not great right now. How has that gone in? We aren't going to give it a light of day. We've got Mark Travers in goal, who ain't a great goalkeeper, so we should get quite a few past him. Enrique. Oh, lovely. Enrique, score! We are seeing something special happen before us. It's rare a heel-to-heel flick works out that well for you in this game. But Enrique, the Argentinian, I don't want to keep, obviously, saying the same thing about him, but look at this. Heel-to-heel flick through the legs as well, and gets to it and puts the ball into the back of their net. Oh, that defender has got completely done by Enrique. Kelly can't come across in time. Chavez can't make the save. And he goes the second goal to the game to make it 3-1. That sure was. Joelinton. Trippier. Trippier driving forward. Elise now. Oh, Enrique buried that. I can't like describe, but it's just how good this man is. It's 73 rated, and look at that movement. Some strikers won't make that run in this game. Guaranteed. You can have a 99 rated striker, and sometimes they won't make that run. But Enrique, you can see we get the ball here, and he makes that run. I didn't tell him to do it. He makes a perfect run. Great pass from Elise, and a great finish. Maybe a better goalkeeper saves it, but you can't deny that Enrique has more deserved a hat-trick in this game. The Cruz, well left from Trippier, and Almiron.
What an excellent performance this has been. They've had
I didn't
complete
say
control for most of the game. Their movement, clever passing and energy.
Oh, he's like, you've been marked there, but at least he's going to go it alone here and score. I brought him in January, similar to Eden Hazard. We brought him in to be a backup to Joe Willock, but he's proven that he can overtake that position in the future if he did enough seasons. He could be the first team player. So he just cuts it back. A great finish there. And we're 5-1 up here. To be fair, we don't deserve to concede. They got very fortunate conceding that goal. Or scoring that goal, I should say. Oh, Cabal. If we get another one. Oh, okay, Pope, there we go. Elise, there we go, Isaac. Doesn't Isaac getting himself a goal here. And it's into 6-1, there we go. Undeniable. We could have simmed again against Liverpool because there's no point in playing it. Win, lose or draw, doesn't matter. Would be great to win it, obviously, but... Oh, what an episode this has been. It's going to be quite a long season finale, I believe. I'm just going to show you literally the goals in most games. Because, well, showing all the highlights is going to make the episode too long. Addison to Isaac. Makes it 6-1 here in the, what is it, the 84th minute. We've still got more time to get more goals. Before that man right there, Kieran Trippier, lifts it. Gomez would work. Now Bruno just hoofed that out the pitch, and that should be the end of the game. There we go. We're Premier League champions, FA Cup champions, and Carabao Cup champions. And in season 2, the changes we're going to make to this team, honestly, I feel like we don't need to make changes. I feel like I could win the Champions League with this team. But to keep it fresh and keep it interesting, we're going to make some changes. Enrique, what a performance from him. But this team all season long has been great. Ever since that loss to United after we obviously we played the 4-3-3 at the start, the Newcastle formation I play in real life, and we then switched it to the 4-4-1-1, a formation that I use because I enjoy it. It's the best formation in the game for me, in my opinion. With my play style, it just works for me. And obviously, it's worked in our favour. We won some big games. We've lost a couple of games here and there, but obviously, we've won when it matters. And next season, could this be the UEFA Champions League title? Or we're going to have one of the seasons where we kind of what we did in the United series and the AC Milan series, where we overachieve in the first season, and then obviously in the second season we have a little bit of heartbreak, and in the first season we go again and win the trophy we need. But considering if we do overachieve in season 1, what an overachievement it's been, winning the treble. Kieran Trippier gets to 3 domestic titles in one season. And I do believe if you don't have Champions League football, it helps you quite a lot, because we didn't have to play that many games compared to City, United, etc., who have European football. But next season we're obviously going to have the group stage, we're going to have the round of 16, we're obviously going to have quarterfinals, semi-finals and the final. So we're going to have to use our squad depth wisely. Looking at we have a great squad depth and we have a great second team and some players that can make a difference when we need them. And what a season it's been. When we lost that game against United at the start of the season, I thought, actually, is this season going to be a little bit worse than I expected? Are we going to finish like 4th or 5th and get Europa League football or something like that? But no, we turned it around. And the belief from the fans and the team, similar to what's happened in real life, the belief of the fans and the team, is the confidence and the belief and the desire to do well has got them to this position in this grow mode. Winning the domestic treble. And what a team we've built here. We're not really built, it's kind of the same team from the start, a couple of players here and there. But yeah, let's get into the final game, Summit against Liverpool, and just talk about the season in general. Okay, as I mentioned, the final game of the season against Liverpool, it doesn't matter the result. Hopefully no one gets injured though. We'll pick up a 3-2 loss. Target gets sent off. St. Maximin scores twice, but Liverpool win. It doesn't matter, we'll win the league anyway. Okay, we're going to talk about transfers that we're going to do for season 2. And one thing we're going to mention is Sven Botman, as requested by you guys, is going to be dropped to the second team. Doku was going to start in the first team there, or the second team. Enrique starts in that team. Callum Wilson off the bench, and that will stay like that, I think. And Fabian Schär, I think I'm going to keep him. He's 82 rated. He's a great player. Obviously, in simulations, having a high rated defender works in your favour. We're actually going to bring Mickey van der Ven. I completely forgot about that. We're going to bring Van der Ven to play in the second team. Maybe Fabian Schär goes there, and then Van der Ven plays there. That's probably what we're going to do. And in terms of the rest of the team in the second team, I think it stays like this, to be honest. We've got obviously great players. Maybe we could replace Matt Target, but again, he's 27. He's a decent player. We've used him at times and he's played quite well. Medina, hopefully he doesn't go too far down. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain could get the sword in season 2. Don't really need him. Same with Jacob Murphy. Could just put armour on there and drop the squad count a little bit down. And in terms of the first team, it causing this question is what we're going to do with Kieran Trippier and Joe Willock. So obviously Joe Willock, we could probably do this and have Joe Willock off the bench in the cam role and play Mason Mount there, and then obviously bring in Trent Alexander-Arnold there and have Kieran Trippier on the bench there as an option. Have Trent Alexander-Arnold in that position, but the rest of the team, we're going to bring in Eder Militao to partner up with Joe Gomez in defence, and obviously Mason Mount will play that position. And depending on how much money we have, I've also seen perhaps we should replace Joe Linton. I don't think we need to replace Joe Linton. He is a great player for us. He doesn't score the most goals, doesn't get the most assists. In the episode, you don't really see what he does for us, but we would have seen in this episode that he's a great player for us. In midfield, he's incredible. Obviously, incredibly fast, not incredibly fast, decently paced, incredible strength. He's a very good box-to-box midfielder for me. And I think it's just perfect to partner with Gomares in that midfield. They both work well with each other. They've both been Brazilian. They work off each other quite well. And the rest of the team, probably going to say the same. Isak starts up front. Almiron, going to keep him for season 2. Obviously, Jeremy Doku is a player that's hopefully going to replace him eventually in season 2. Hopefully, he will catch up to Almiron and overtake him. Anna St. Maximan. Interesting decision to make here with St. Maximan. Obviously, a fun player to use in FIFA, but he picked up that 2-month injury in which Aiden Hazard came in and replaced him. And in terms of like his output towards the end of the season, he hasn't really picked up that form again. He didn't perform well in this episode, I don't think. And we could just honestly sell him. To be fair, I won't be against selling him to just freshen up his team a little bit. Maybe sign a higher rated left wing and sell St. Maximan. But Alexander Isak can see 36 goals and 3 assists. Miguel Almiron, 18 and 15. Insane numbers from him. Callum Wilson doing quite well in the second team. Elise doing well. Anthony Gordon, great numbers from him. Anisip Maximin, decent numbers. Joe Willock, 15 assists as well. Incredible from Callum. Obviously, replacing him with Mason Mount is going to be kind of a bad thing to do because obviously he's going to get less game time, but he's going to be a great player off the bench for us if we do use him like that. And let me know about Anisip Maximin because we could replace him. I think the player that I have on the bench I'm not going to go for, which is Neymar, even though he is linked to Newcastle in real life. I think bringing him in isn't great. So we used him in the Man United series, obviously. And players that we could bring on, Christian Pulisic, obviously out of form at Chelsea, we could bring him in to replace St. Maximin and give him the chance. Stefan Bergwijn is obviously lower rated, but obviously could be quite good for us. But we could bring in a high rated player. Arda Güler, a player like you guys have mentioned in the comments, but we don't need him really. As you guys know, don't really need a cam at this point. Mason Mount is going to come in this season 2 to play the first team cam role. We're also going to bring in a certain Trent Alexander-Arnold. Where is he? He's down here somewhere. There he is. We're going to bring in Trent to play the right back position. It will be absolutely incredible for us. And in terms of another transfer, Adam Militao will be our centre back. Hopefully we have enough money to do this. And Mickey van der Ven, we could probably swap him, to be fair. Will join the second team. Young Netherlands talent from Wolfsburg. Yeah, that's going to call it for this season and this episode. It's been incredible. Let's actually check out the players' stats in terms of like how players have performed in each competition. Alexander is at joint top with Haaland, but obviously he would win the Golden Boot by doing it in less games. Top assister, Almiron. Obviously it's going to be Almiron. And clean sheets, Nick Pope there with 11. And it's interesting that we have a 84 rated goalkeeper, sorry. But he's been one of probably the best goalkeeper I've used on a Chromade in a while. He's not really made too many mistakes. And yeah, it's been great for us. I don't think we need to replace him in season 2. He's a great goalkeeper, 6'6". Obviously, he's a great player. But I'm going to see you guys for season 2. I'm going to stop waffling here. Let me know in the comments below about changes to the team you'd like to see. Should we keep St. Maximin or sell him and replace him, and or just keep him and rotate him instead of Eden Hazard with the player that we're bringing? And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications, and check out other content. And thank you guys for watching. And goodbye.